Good afternoon, boys. Good afternoon, girls. How are you? Hope you well. Hope you are safe. This afternoon, we'll carry on with our next lesson. We'll carry on with the last class on probability, and then next class we'll look at our fundamental counting principle. So today we'll be looking at Venn diagram. Take some exercise on Venn diagram, and then that will mark the end of probability. And then we can look at another topic tomorrow, the counting principle. Before I carry on again, my name is Santo Jafaru, and then probability is our today's topic. So at the end of today's lesson, you have proper understanding of the Venn diagram and solve problems relating to Venn diagram. Right, let's see an example. Let's say a survey was done on a group of learners to determine which type of TV show they enjoy: action, comedy, or drama. Let A equals to action, C equals to comedy, D equals to drama. The result of the survey are shown in the Venn diagram below. So action, comedy, and drama. Okay, now study the Venn diagram and determine the following. Study the Venn diagram and determine the following. A, the total number of learners surveyed. So what is the total number of learners surveyed here? How do you find the total number of learners surveyed here? So what does this imply? First of all, this implies that out of the whole learner that were surveyed, 22 learners only prefer action. Those who prefer action only are 22 learners. Those who prefer action only, action movies only, there are 21 learners. Okay, 21 learners. And those who prefer comedy movie only are 31 learners. Those who prefer drama only are 23 learners. And then those who prefer action and drama, there are 10 learners. Those who prefer comedy and drama, there are 3 learners. Those who prefer action and comedy are 6 learners. And those who prefer the 3 of them, action, comedy, and drama, those who prefer them are 5 learners. Okay. And then 16 learners don't prefer any of them. So 16 learners is sitting here. So the question now is, how many learners were surveyed? To find how many learners were surveyed, what do? We add all the numbers together. We add all the numbers together. So add all this together: 21, 31, 23, 6, 10, 3, 5, 16. That will give you the number of learners that were surveyed. Okay. And when you do that, you're going to get 115. You get 115 learners. So 115 learners were surveyed. Okay. 115 learners were surveyed. Okay. Now the next question: the number of learners who do not enjoy any of the mentioned type of TV show. So how many learners do not enjoy any of the mentioned type of TV show? So how many learners do not enjoy any of the TV show? So how many learners do not enjoy any of TV shows? So looking at them, we're going to see that 16 learners. 16 learners they don't prefer any of the TV shows. They are neither action, movie, or comedy. They don't do any of them. That's why they are sitting outside here in this sample space. Okay. As a part of the sample space, they are neither of the 3 events. So 16 learners don't prefer any of the movies. Okay. The next one. What is the probability of not A? P of not A. P means what? Probability. What is the probability of not A? How do you find probability of not A? How do you find probability of not A? So what does that mean, probability of not A? So to get probability of not A, what do we do? To find probability of not A, what do we do? We say, yesterday class, we talked about complementary events. We say complementary events are those events that add up, that have it, that's probability of A equals to 1 minus probability of not A. Okay, so probability of not A in this case will be 1 minus probability of A. So we find the probability of A and say 1 minus the probability of A will give a probability of not A. So what probability of A now? The probability of A, what do? We add up all those in A over the total number, over the sample space, then we say 1 minus that probability. Again, you have to find probability of not A. Probability of not A, we're saying is 1 minus probability of A. 1 minus probability of A. We give us probability of not A. Okay. So now, so how do you find probability of A? So get probability of A, then we're saying we add all those ones in the A. We add all those in A, and then see 1 minus that. Okay, so they're going to add what? 21. Those who want to prepare actions movie alone. Those prepare action movie and comedy, action movie comedy and drama, action movie comedy and drama. All this be added together, that gives probability of A. So add together, 21 plus 5 is 26, 26 plus 10 is 36, 36 plus 6 is 42. So we say 1 minus 42 over 150 over 115. Okay. Minus 115. And that will give us 73. We have 73 over 115. Okay. We have 73 over 115. That's 73 over 115. That will be our answer probability of not A. Because probability of A will give us, the probability of A will give us 42 over 115. Okay. To find probability of not A again, probability of not A is 1 minus probability of A. 1 minus probability of A. So what is the probability of A? So to find probability of A, we find out how many people are in A. 21, A only, 6, A and C, 5, A, C and D, 10, A and D. So all these here are in A. The probability of A is what? 21 plus 6, 21 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10, and that will give us 42. Okay, that will give us 42. So probability of A now is 42 over 115. But our sample space is 115. So 1 minus 42 over 115 equals 73 over 115. This is our answer. Okay. Now that answers that. Then find probability of A or D. Find a probability, question D. Find probability of A or D. So what's probability of A or D? Probability of A or D. So probability of A or D means what? The whole of elements in A and the whole of elements in D without repeating anything, without repeating any element. The all of elements in A, the whole of elements in D will give us probability of A or D. Okay, so those in A, so we're going to add those in A together and those in D. Okay, and that will give us probability of A or D. That will be 21 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10 plus 3 plus 23. So again, we have to find probability of, we're going to find probability of A or D. Probability of A or D means you must add all the values by A and by D. So we're going to say 21 plus 11 plus 10 plus then plus 26 plus 26, that gives us 68. So probability of A or D is 68 over 115. Probability of A or D is 68 over 115. Okay, probability of A or D is 68 over 115. So A or D implies that all the elements of A over all the elements of D. With all the elements of A and all the elements of D. That's probability. To find the total element, probability of A or D, meaning we find A or D implies what? All elements in A and all the elements in D put together, then that will give us whatever it is over 115. Okay, because 115 is our total number of elements in the sample space. Okay, now the next one, probability of A and C and D. Probability of A and C and D. So what probability of A and C and D? So A and C and D means what? A intersection of A intersection C, A and D. A intersection C intersection D. So what is A intersection D intersection D? So that is what? 5. So A intersection C intersection D is what? 5. The probability of A, number of A intersection C intersection D is 5. So therefore, the probability of A intersection C intersection D will be 5 over 115. Okay, so our answer is 5 over 115. That'll be probability of A and C and D. Okay, so that is find probability of A and C and D. It says what? 5 over 115. And F, find probability of not A and D. Find probability of not A and D. So what probability of not A and D? So how do you get probability of not A and D? So there is A, probability of not A and D. So to find probability of not A and D is to find probability of A and D. Okay, let's find probability of A and D. So from there you can find probability of not A and D. Okay, the question is find probability of not A and D. So to find probability of not A and D is the same as 1 minus probability of A and D. So let's get probability of A and D, and from there we can find probability of not A and D. So probability of A and D, that's A, there is the probability of A and D is what? Is what? 10 is A and D. Also, 5 is A and D. Okay, 10 is A and D, 10 is found in A and D. Also, 5 people are found in A and D. So the probability of A and D is what? 15. So the number of A and D is what? 15. Okay. So 15. So probability of A and D of not A and D now be 1 minus 15 over 15. 1 minus 15 over 115. And that will be 100 over 115. Okay. So probability, the question is to find probability of not A and D. Probability of not A and D. So to find probability of not A and D is equal to probability of 1 is equals to 1 minus probability A and D. So we need to find probability of A and D. So by our Venn diagram, A and D is 10, but you must also realize that 5 is also A and D. This 5 is also A and D, found in A and D. As much as 10 is found in A and D, 5 is also found in A and D. So when you talk about A and D, you're talking about what? 5 and 10, which is what? 15. Okay, so we'll say 1 minus what? 15 over 15. And that will give us 100 over 115. Okay, that'll give us 100 over 115. That's number F. Okay. Now the next one, find the probability of A or not C. Probability of A or not C. Probability of A or not C. How do you find probability of A or not C? Probability of A, there's our A, and not C. So find probability of A and not C, what does that mean? So there is our not C. Okay, there is our not C. Probability of A or not C, we mean what? A, everything now in A, and the whole of everything excluding 31. Again, probability of A or not C, we mean what? Probability of A, which is 21, 6, 5, and 10, and all these elements mixed up with not C. Okay, not C, we mean what? Every other part except what? 31. Because this probability of what? not this probability of C. So not C will refer to the whole of it. So A and probability of A or not will refer to the whole of every other ones except what? This, except for 31. Okay, and then that would mean you need to add 21 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10 plus 3, right? Plus 3, and so 3 is part of C, plus 23 plus 16. So everything over around 15. That gives us probability of A or not C. And then the last one, the probability of not A or C. Probability of not A or C. Probability of not A or C. So to find probability of not A or C, let's find probability of A or C. And they say 1 minus probability of A or C. Again, we need to find probability of not A or C. So the probability of not A or C is equals to 1 minus probability A or C. 1 minus probability A or C. So what is probability of A or C? So let's now get probability of A or C. The A or C means all the combination of A and what? The whole of C. So this is probability of A or C. So we're going to add all this together. 21 plus 10 plus 6 plus 5 plus 31 plus 3. That gives us probability of A or C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are probability of A or C. So we get that our answer is the 21 plus 10, that is 31, 31 plus 11, that is 42, 42 plus 5, that is 45, 45 plus 31, that is 96. So 1 minus 96 over 115. So that will give us our answer to that. Okay. Right. And then the last one, the probability of a learner enjoying at least 2 types of TV shows. What probability of a learner enjoying at least 2 types of TV shows? What probability of a learner enjoying at least 2 types of TV shows? So what do? We look for those who are in at least 2 types of TV shows, which implies 2 or more of the TV shows. So 10 enjoys it, 2, 6, 2, 3, 2, and then 5. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 1, 6, 10, 5, 3, they are those who enjoy at least 2 of the TV shows. So we're going to say what? Our answer will be 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 plus 10 is 21, 21 plus 3 is 24. Okay, that'll be 24 over our 115. I'll give you a probability of those. Probability of a learner enjoying at least 2 types of TV shows. That means 2 or more. That means 2 or more. So this one is 2. This one is 2. This one is action and drama. These are action and comedy and drama. So these are for 2. And then these 5 as well, they also fall into the category of at least 2. So these 1, 2, 3, 4 add together over 115. We got probability of at least 2 TV shows. Okay. All right. So we go to the next one. Okay. Right. Example 2. A group of 200 people were asked about the kind of sports that they watch on television. A group of 200 people were asked about the kind of sports they watch on television. The information collected is given below. So the total sample space is 200. Okay, the information collected is given below. 180 watch rugby, cricket, and soccer. 180 watch rugby, cricket, or soccer. That means all together, cricket, rugby, and soccer, everything is 180 because of the word all. Right, 5 watch rugby, cricket, and soccer. So 5 watch rugby, cricket, and soccer. That means 5 is an intersection. 5 is at the middle position of what? Rugby, cricket, and soccer. End means what? Intersection. Okay. And then all is a union, a combination of all the elements. But 5 watch rugby, cricket, and soccer, meaning 5 is the intersection of 3 of the sports. 25 watch rugby and cricket. So 25 will be between rugby and cricket. 30 watch rugby and soccer. 30 watch rugby and soccer. 100 watch rugby alone. 100 watch rugby. 25 watch cricket. 80 watch soccer. X watch cricket and soccer, but not rugby. Okay, X watch cricket and soccer, but not rugby. Represent all the above information in the Venn diagram. Let rugby watcher be R, cricket watcher be C, and then soccer watcher be F, as in football. Right. Now, how to draw a Venn diagram for that? So we're saying we're going to use, here now there are three events. Events of watching rugby, cricket, and soccer. So the total sample space is 200. And then rugby, cricket, and soccer, all of them together is 180. That will imply that what? 20, there'll be balance of 20, which are not found in all these three, which will be just outside the bracket. And then the three circles, we intersect because some people watch more than one type of sport. So there are some, like the 5, they watch the 3 type of sports. So the 3 circles will be drawn in a way that they will all intersect. Okay, and they will start filling from innermost parts. So they say 5 watch what? 5 watch the 3 games: rugby, cricket, and soccer. There is rugby, there is cricket, there is soccer. So 5 watch rugby, cricket, and soccer. So 5 is the intersection of the 3 sports. Okay, 20 watch rugby and cricket. 25 watch rugby and soccer, and then X watch cricket and soccer, but not rugby. X watch cricket and soccer, but not rugby. So but not rugby, X watch cricket and soccer, but not rugby. So there were X. Okay. So now then what that we're going to do now? So now we completed our Venn diagram. So how then do we get these values here? How do we get these values here? So now we have our 5, now we have our 20, now we have our 25, and then we have our X. Okay, now, so what do we do? How do we find these values? So how many people watch cricket in total? How many people are watching cricket? So cricket watcher are what? 65. There are 65 cricket watcher. That means this whole circle must give us 65. Okay, this whole circle must give us 65. So how then, what then will this be? So we're going to say this 5 here, we subtract 5 from here. Okay, we subtract 5 from here, and then subtracting 5 from here, we also subtract 5 from here. Okay, because this 5 here is in between, is intersecting the rugby as well as soccer. So subtract whatever is at the same time, you subtract from here, you subtract from here. So 20 minus 5 will give 15. Okay, so here is 15. Okay, we're gonna have 15 here, 5 here, X here. Then to find here, everything must give us 65. So we're gonna say what? There is 15 plus 5. So call this X. So equate all this here, equate it into 65. Equate all this so that I can find those who did only cricket. And then to get those who watch only cricket, you add all this together, those who watch cricket and soccer, cricket and rugby, cricket or rugby and soccer. So all this together, so add them, 25 plus 25, 20 plus 5 is 25, 25 plus 25 is 50. So the whole of rugby watcher, they are what? 100. So 100 minus 50. So 100 minus 50. So let's see how this works out. Let's see. Now the question says, what is the question? Find the value of X. The first question is find the value of X. So to find the value of X, the 50 plus 25 plus 5 plus, we add all of them together, and then we get what? It must all add up to 180. So we add all the sets together, it must add up to 180. Again, this is our Venn diagram. The first question is represent this on a Venn diagram. That is done. So the next question, find the value of x. So how do you find the value of x here? To find the value of x, we add everything together. We add all together, and then we equate it to 1 plus 200. We add it equate it to. We add the 200 and say everything equals to plus the 20 rather, and we say everything equals to 200. So by saying 50 plus 20 plus 5 plus 25 plus 40 minus x plus 50 minus x plus 20, everything gives us 200 because everything must be equal to the sample space. So like that, we find our value of x. So we'll say 50 plus 25 plus 5 plus 20 plus 40 minus x plus 50 minus x plus x. So everything equals to 180, excluding the 20. If you're going to include the 20, then you equate it to 200. So without adding the 20 along, without including the 20, then all these three will add up to 180. So when you add all this together, I get 180. But when you add 20 along, then you must equate it to 200. So now add all these three circles together, get 180, and let's try to swap with x. So add all your like terms together. This x cancels out this x. We are left with a negative x. 50 plus 25 is 75 plus 5 is 80, 100, 140, 190. So 190 minus x equals to 180. Then x equals to 10. By moving 180 to the side, I'm moving x to the other side. So x equals to 90. 190 minus 180, which is 10. That means our value of x is 10. So the value of x is 10. So there we have a value of x as 10. Okay. Now, next question, determine the probability of not rugby, football, or rugby, soccer, or cricket. Find the probability of not what? Rugby, soccer, or cricket. So that means we're going to say find probability of not. That means what is the probability of rugby, soccer, and cricket? The probability of not rugby, soccer, and cricket to be equal to 1 minus probability rugby or soccer or cricket. So probability of rugby, soccer, and cricket is what? 180. So we're going to say 1 minus 180 over 100. 1 minus 180 over 100. And now over 200 rather, the sample space is 200. So 1 minus 180 over 200 gives us 20 over 200. Again, 1. The combination of rugby, soccer, and cricket is 180. So that means the probability of rugby, soccer, and cricket is 180 over 200. Now, to answer the question, that's determine probability of not rugby, soccer, and cricket will be 1 minus the probability of these events, which is 1 minus 180 over 200, and that'll be 220 over 200, which is simplified into 1 by 10. Okay. And then next question, determine the probability of rugby or football or not. Determine the probability of rugby or soccer, not what? Cricket. Okay. Rugby and soccer, not cricket. Okay. So now, where is probability of rugby, not soccer? Rugby, soccer, but not cricket. So that means we'll add everything here together except what? Cricket. Except what? Cricket. So cricket is 40 minus x, or x we calculated as 10. So 40 minus 10 is 30. So everything add together except what? So cricket. So basically, it's going to be 200 minus 30, that is 170. So 170 over 200 will give us the probability of that event. Okay, that 170 over 200, we can simplify into 17 over 20. That's the probability of rugby, soccer, and not cricket. So again, how do we do that? Rugby, soccer, and not cricket, meaning everything we added except what? Cricket. Okay. Right. And then why watching cricket and watching rugby independent events? Watching cricket and watching rugby independent event, confirm your answer using a calculation. So watching cricket and rugby are the independent. Yesterday we talked about independent events. We say events are independent if A probability of A and probability of B equals probability of A times probability of B. So again, two events are independent if probability of A and probability of B, meaning probability of A intersection probability of B equals probability of A times probability of B. Right. Now, are watching cricket and watching rugby independent events? We're going to find probability of watching cricket, find probability of watching soccer, and find probability of watching cricket and soccer. So what is cricket and soccer? Probability of cricket and soccer is what? Cricket and soccer is what? 10. Is what? 10 out of 200. The probability of cricket and soccer together. So now, is it equals probability of cricket multiplied by probability of what? Soccer. So what probability of cricket or probability of soccer? So we're going to add all this together. So that'll be 30. 30 plus 20 is 50. 50 plus 5 is 55. Plus 10 is 65. So 65 over 200. Then we do the same thing, find probability for soccer, and then compare it if probability of cricket and soccer equals to probability of cricket and soccer. So 65 over 200 is the probability of cricket, which can simplify into 13 over 40. So probability of rugby is 100 over 200. How do we get 100 over 200 for rugby? We add up all this space in the rugby. 50 plus 7 plus 20, 70, 45, 100. So rugby is what? 100 over 200. Probability of rugby alone over 200. Probability of rugby and what? Cricket. Probability of cricket is cricket we add together. We send this 25. This is 35, and this one is 35. 25, 35, 65, 65 over 200, and we type it together and see if they are equal. Okay, so we're saying probability of rugby is 1 over 2, probability of cricket is 13 over 40. So 1 over 2 times 13 over 40 is not equals to 1 over 8, because 1 over 8 is probability of cricket and soccer at the same time. Okay. Probability of cricket and soccer is probability of cricket and soccer is 25 over 100. How do you get 25 over 100 again? So cricket and soccer, cricket and rugby, cricket and rugby is 25. Cricket and rugby is 25. So 20 plus 5 is 25. So probability of cricket and rugby is not 25. So and then it's not 25 over 200 is 1 over 8. So that is not equals to 1 over 8. So they are not independent events. Okay. Now let's go to the last example for today. Because of time constraints, there are 25 boys and 15 girls in an English lesson. Each lesson, 2 learners are randomly chosen to do an oral. Represent the composition of the English class in the tree diagram. Read all possible outcomes and possibilities. So we have a class that contains the boys and girls. There are 25 boys and 15 girls. Okay, and then 2 learners will be selected at random. Okay, so now draw a tree diagram to show all the possible combinations. That means if you choose the first boy, when choosing the first student, what probability that 2 learners are chosen at random for an oral represent this. So to all the possible outcome, the first outcome can be a boy or girl. Choosing the first person can choose a boy or can choose a girl. So the probability of choosing a boy will be 25 out of total of 40. You say 25 plus 15 out of 40. The probability of getting a boy is 25 out of 40, and the probability of getting a girl is 15 out of 40. That's for the first chosen. For the second choice now, making the second choice. So say the first boy is boy. So the probability of getting a boy, you can for the second choice, you can have a boy or girl as well. The probability of getting a boy in this case now be 24 over 39, because now there are 39 total number of learners, and there are 24 boys. There are 24 boys, there are possible 24 boys over a total of 39. And the probability of getting girl will be 15 over 39. Okay, because the first choice is a boy, so the total learner will have reduced, but the number of girls will remain was 15, but total learner will be 35. So say the first choice was girl. So making the second choice, you can have a boy or a girl as well. But the probability of getting a boy this time will be 25/39 because the first choice has been a girl. So the second choice, probability of getting a boy again will be 25/39 because the first learner that was chosen was not replaced. That is why we are having the total to be less. And then lastly, probability of having a girl be of getting a girl again will be 14/39. Okay, so this is how we represent the tree diagram. Now calculate the probability that a boy or a girl are chosen to do an oral in any particular lesson. Probability that a boy and a girl. So probability of that a boy and a girl. So probability of boy and a girl be boy and girl. That means 25/40 multiplied by 15/39 will give us probability here, our outcome here. It be a boy and a girl, and this another girl and a boy. So we can have what 25/40 times 15/39, which will be for the first one here, and then 15/40 times 25/39, that will give us another outcome. So these two be added together to give us our answer. Okay, that'll be added together to give us our answer. All right. So this we call a day. We'll end our class here today, and we'll carry on tomorrow. From there, we carry on tomorrow. So and then we carry on with counting principle. Thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your day.